What is up, guys? Hello, hello. Let's get the camera sort its little thing out while it catches up with the feed. Da, 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 da. Okay, hopefully we should be good. Let's get it underway. This is sort of kicking off a new idea of a series I have called Fragrances I Got Wrong. And I'm man enough to admit it, man enough to take the medicine and admit that for whatever reason, I didn't understand the fragrance and I got it wrong. And now I'm here to set the record right. We're looking at this guy, which I previously reviewed, and I was very, very less than favorable for the most part to it. That is Le Parfait from the house of Armaf. This is an Eau d'EDT, Eau de Toilette, magnetic cap. I'm not going to go too much into depth about the review of the bottle. You can see that in my initial review, although I don't want you to get upset. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. Just watch this one. Pretty cool little magnet. Bottle will show scratches and scuffs. I don't know if the camera is right there. You can see. But no biggie. You know, it's a bottle. Looks pretty good. This is designed to look like ribbon and then like a medallion clasp type thing. Anyways, let me pull up the fragrance first, and then we'll get into it. Bear with me 1 second. Obviously, the House of Armaf has done just a gazillion fragrances. I don't know how many, just dozens upon dozens. And they're in the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Yeah, they've done just scores and scores of perfume and, colognes, whatever, scents, aromas. Okay, we're not getting into all that. This is going to be short and sweet. Firstly, you're going to get bergamot, blackcurrant, pineapple, lemon. Then the mids, rose, spicy notes or accords, and jasmine. And finally, the base, ambergris or ambergris, musk, vanilla, and patchouli. Now, if we can rewind and put this into context, what was happening around the time that I dropped the initial review? I had just gotten back into the frag game, and I had just really, really began getting into niche high line fragrances or higher line fragrances. And what often and can happen if you're in that situation is that, it's sad in a way, but it's almost like, let me tell you, if you went out and drove, let's say a Ferrari 488 GTB or a 458 Italia, or even a much older 355, right? Spider, let's say, just you get the wind in your hair and you're shifting with the manual stick. Even though that 355, which is easily the oldest of the bunch, I'll just use that as an example, right? You could then go drive an NSX, the old NSX, not the new one. And you would see that whilst the cars are similar, the Ferrari just has this je ne sais quoi quality or qualité about it, because it's more ebullient, it's wilder, it's more ferocious sounding, even if it's not really that much faster. It may even be slightly slower, I don't know, but it's a pure, more direct experience. It's a very Italian experience. And then if you were to drive the Japanese car, wonderful car that it is, the old NSX, the infamous 91 through 2005, I want to say. I think they stopped, maybe 07. No, I think it was somewhere around there. It's either 05 or 07. They stopped the old original one. You would see that while those are wonderful cars in their own right, they really are nothing like the Ferrari. They're just kind of a poor, too genteel copy of the original, where they've lost that that something, that rawness, that pizzazz, that je ne sais quoi, that joie de vivre. And likewise, I could also say, if you guys out there have ever had the privilege of driving a Bentley, right, like a Bentley GT, right, coupe, or a Rolls Royce, if I were to then give you like a Genesis, Hyundai, or that Kia thing that they make, that real big sedan, yes, those are very well made cars, fully equipped. They've got almost all the bells and whistles you could ever need or want. They have massage chairs now. They have entertainment systems in the back. They have full leather, cruise control, adaptive cruise control, big honking V8s. They do almost everything so well, and yet, in as much as they try, those will never ever be quite a Bentley or a Rolls or a Cadillac. They just won't be, for quality control reasons, and just because they're not the point of origin. They're not that same think tank. They don't think like that. They don't see the world that way. And the most those cars will ever be is really good knockoffs. Let's put it that way, right? I'm simply saying that's the mindset I had after trying a lot of really, really high dollar niche colognes and perfumes. And so it really had me jaded. You know, I came in sort of looking at Le Parfait thinking, you know, how dare they even try to mimic Creed, the almighty Creed of Ventus, and the green Irish tweed. Obviously not. Irishmen don't all talk like that, you know. They don't all talk like that. But actually, I am part Irish genetically. But yeah, how dare they? You know, how dare they actually think they can get one over on a green Irish tweed? No, but the truth of the matter is, if I'd come to this first and then come to Creed later, I would have seen the brilliance of this, and then I still would have appreciated the more organic, soft, natural aspects of Creed, if that makes sense. This really, really, the more I've used it, the more I've gotten time to think about it, reflect, and really revisit this as a fragrance. I've begun to treat it on its own merits, and I've also begun to be able to contrast it really in a much more fair way against Creed. Oh, what a wonderful opening, even through that little tiny nozzle. Let's go ahead and get some here. I don't want to spray other areas. I've got some previous. So what you're going to get largely, that ambergris comes through immediately. Wow. Along with all that like citrusy bergamot and, I don't know, lemon, lime, all that kind of stuff. They're doing so many things so well. It's kind of amazing. And yes, ultimately, it's not quite as organic and natural smelling as Creed, but it cost about 1/5 the price. So between a fourth and a fifth. So at any rate, you know, anything that costs 75 to 80 something percent less than the original, as long as it really, really gets close to the original, I think it's an incredible value proposition. And just on its own, I'm getting such a powerful blast of ambergris, a little bit of that rose. That pineapple really comes through on the mids to the dry down, along with that musk and vanilla and patchouli, just all sort of interplaying with that black currant and spicy notes, along with jasmine. Spicy, I don't know, could be cardamom, white pepper, pink pepper, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, something along those lines. Definitely get some of the musk, even though it's early in the opening. Yeah, I'm starting to get more pineapple, along with that black currant. And it's just a wonderfully evocative, juicy, sweet, slightly herbal notes of the sea type thing. Although I'm not saying it smells aquatic, but it has something similar to the essence of rain and maybe more like lakes and ponds, but not so much on the aquatic side. More if you took some of the air mineral aspect of that. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I don't find the rose in here that powerful nor dominant. It's in here, but it's very, very laid back. At least for me, it is. It's not rose centric nor rose heavy. The bergamot is quite prevalent. But yeah, overall, guys, I just want to apologize and say this really is a wonderful scent, incredibly versatile. And I guarantee that if you don't have the skrilla or the money, the pounds, the shekels, the ruples, you just don't want to spend, $200 to $300 a bottle for whatever the creed may end up running you. You could easily spend 40 to 50 to 60 here. I think it averages around 45 to 50 online, and have yourself a fantastically similar scent that can absolutely stand on its own and deliver, juicy notes, great longevity. All those notes, like I mentioned, vanilla, musk, patchouli, jasmine, spicy notes, whatever those are, a little bit of rose, juicy pineapple, blackcurrant, bergamot, and lemon. And honestly, it's a wonderful fragrance, and you should definitely get your grubby little hands all over it. Buy it, order it. Don't even get a decant. It's so cheap. Just go ahead and grab a full bottle and spray, and you will probably fall in love. Thank you, House of Armoff, and apologies to all those early viewers of my early little not so positive review. I hope this sets things straight, and maybe in the future I'll look for other fragrances that I may or may not revisit. They will be in this new series of fragrances I got wrong. Anyways, that's going to do it. I don't know where any of my normal fans are tonight. What is going on? I've given you 3 in a row. No one has chimed in. I hope you're all doing well. Hope to see you soon. And that's going to wrap it up, guys. Spray often, spray well. Live life on your terms. And please subscribe and please click the bell if you like my material. If you don't, I understand. Peace out, guys. Much love, respect. Always smell good.